Hey everybody, it's Friday, so I just want to share a recap of what I've been doing here in St. Paul. I've got sticky notes so I don't forget to tell you anything. The first thing I would mention is two bills that we heard in the Health and Human Services Committee around not allowing ICE to enter sensitive spaces, in particular childcare centers and healthcare facilities. This used to be the federal policy up until this second Trump administration. And so we heard really powerful testimony from parents, from childcare providers, from doctors and nurses. It is very clear that it is the right thing for these to be safe spaces, and that ICE agents should not be able to enter unless they have a signed judicial warrant and are legally entering and doing business there. And so those both passed out of committee on party line votes. I am happy to see them move forward. I will also mention a bill that I had in the Elections Committee that would functionally overturn the Citizens United Supreme Court decision here in Minnesota. And that is a decision that allowed corporations to spend money in our elections. It made a flood of dark money into our elections. And Minnesotans are over this. They do not want that. They are very clear. And so because the state has the responsibility of setting the powers of corporations, we decide what powers they have. And we can say that they don't have the power to spend money in our elections. And so that's what bill does. That's what that bill does. We also passed off the Senate floor this week a bill to provide $40 million of emergency rental assistance to Minnesotans who need it. I did a separate video on this. That is now, in the hands of the House. I hope they take it up. It is necessary. It is timely. Today is the 13th. It's only a couple weeks until April 1st rent is due, and people are struggling. They need that assistance. I also had a bill up this week related to physical therapy practice, more of a technical bill, making some tweaks, doesn't change their scope of practice, just makes some updates. Met with lots of constituents this week, which is great. Always love to see folks from Rochester up here in St. Paul. I met with workers and artists and some families with medically complex kiddos. I'm working on a bill that would help the insurance process for them. Met with some CRNAs, which is great. Some folks who were here advocating for based on their lived experience with homelessness. So really good to meet people here and have them advocating for what matters to them. Also, there were a couple of rallies, important rallies here this week. We had the rally for the ERA, so I posted some pictures of that, of wearing green. We need to pass that Equal Rights Amendment. And then today I'm wearing red because folks were here, Moms Demand Action, Protect Minnesota. We're here advocating for common sense action on gun violence. And so our Judiciary Committee here in the Senate, I don't sit on that committee, but that committee is hearing about 20 bills related to gun violence today. And so lots happening here. It is very busy. You can see my whiteboard behind me. I have 9 bills so far that will be heard next week. So I'll be back to share more next week. Have a good weekend.